This is Dabu 7. We have breaking reports that Donald Trump has been shot at a rally in PA. At least gunshots being heard, and it looks like he grabs his neck or his ear, and the Secret Service jumps on top of him to protect him. And you can see in this shot, he raises up and pumps his fist, and it looks like he says, "Fight, fight," and it looks like his ear is bloody on the side of his face. So this is the latest. It seems like gunshots have been fired at the Trump rally in PA. That is what is being reported. And some saying that Trump potentially injured in this. Looks like he's bloody or bleeding on his right ear. That's all we know at this time. I have not got any confirmation of anyone else getting hit or injured. So I'm not sure if this happened when he went down to the ground or if he was actually hit by the bullet. But right now, this is pretty crazy. A lot of people saying, was this a Trump assassination attempt? This is what is going on. It looks like right now he's okay, though, and they got him out of there. I will update on X as I get more information. Make sure to follow me there. This has been Dabu 7.
Shalom. First and foremost, call Halal Yamla Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rechakodash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, which is the heavenly tongue. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who still rule and teach well. And peace and blessings and safety to the Lord's elect. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's what you see. The Heavenly Father is putting in the midst of the house of Edom. He's putting the spirit of division. He's setting the spirit of division out in the earth. Okay, you even have, different divisions that's taking place, whether it be in your household, whether it be, the family functions ain't functioning how they used to be. You see, Jake still be trying to go to the family functions and shit like that, man. The mirth is gone. Okay? And the Heavenly Father, like I said, he's placed division. They're saying Donald Trump had an assassination attempt. Now, I don't know what could have shot him in the neck or in the ear that he just walking out and doing, doing the fist pump. It could all be a publicity stunt, but the point is that this is going to stir up that violence that Babylon is going to go down with. It said, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. The Heavenly Father going to send his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who going to pummel this place with thermonuclear fire and the lasers from the chariots. Okay, that's the violence that Yahweh Shai is coming with. Okay, but before that, you're going to have violence on the earth. As we just read in Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2, Egyptian against Egyptian. Spiritual Egypt is America. You see? The Lord said he would send us into Egypt again with ships. So we were taken here against our will, chattel slavery, on ships. That means that we are the people of that prophecy. Now, this is Luke chapter 12 and verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. So the Heavenly Father has put that spirit of division in the midst of this man's kingdom. Therefore, this man's kingdom cannot stand. You're looking at the falling stages of a kingdom. Assassinations, whether real or fabricated. Okay? Because now, like I said, it's going to incite the side of Trump to be more vocal, to be more violent. This is just going to, stir up that spirit. Matter of fact, I'm going to hold also Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. So the Heavenly Father, like I said, these people are going to fight each other tooth and nail for their political party or for their gated community, you know, or for their last piece of chicken. You know, those are the times that's coming. Great tribulation. America's society is going to go down. You're not going to have that comfortable society where everything is right there at their fingertips. Drive-thrus, this, fast food, that, sit-down restaurant, this, grocery store, that. All that's going out the window. At some point, all of that's going to go out the window. And all you're going to have is the faith in whatever God you worship. And we worship Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, which is the true power. This is 2 Esdras 15, verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Now this prophecy here in 2 Esdras the 15th chapter is more specifically, quite specifically, speaking on America, Babylon the Great. He said that the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. You got martial law troops, you got National Guard troops, you got United Nations troops, all in the United States of America, all with inner city tactical training. Why do you think they did that? At the same time, they was militarizing the police. What is it, 10, 15, maybe 10, 15 years ago? At the same time they was militarizing the police, they was also doing drills on inner city riots, uproars of the people. Okay, and in different parts of the earth, you have uproars of the people, and that's another sign of the Heavenly Father about to send His Son. So it says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men. Now let's look up this word sedition, because this is an example of sedition, even against Donald Trump, who would look like to be the favorite in this. But you see, the so-called Democrats, they ain't playing fair. Like I said, the Lord have divided this kingdom into parties, and we're going to read that in the scriptures. It says sedition, incitement of resistance incitement of resistance to or insurrection against lawful authority. You see? So an insurrection means uprising against authority or government. Let me look up insurrection. Stupid ad. Insurrection.
Insurrection.
An act or instance of revolting against civil authority and against established government. You see? And they know that Trump is going to win. So that's why they did this. Like I said, the Lord have divided this man's kingdom into parties, and one party is not playing fair. Like I said, and this could all be semantics. I don't know. I don't think he got shot. If you ask me, how the fuck he get shot and then stand up and do 3 fist pumps? Come on, man. Your witchcraft is weak, man. Trump is not a good actor, okay? That's why he not doing reality TV. He didn't do that for that long. He wasn't a good actor. But anyway, where was I going? Oh, I want to go to Mark chapter 3, and I want to get the word. Hold that so we can go into the Greek, so we can see that the Heavenly Father has divided this man's kingdom into parties, political parties, factions, okay, right? But before that, let's finish 2 Esdras 15, verse 16 again. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, right? Invading one another, kicking in doors, breaking in cars, breaking in warehouses, breaking in, banks. They ain't gonna be looking for FRNs. They're gonna be looking for gold, silver, right? Rubies, precious stones, diamond rings, necklaces. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So this is an example of them not regarding their kings or princes. King Donald Trump, assassination attempt. This thing is comical, but this really is this is a great thing, because Yahweh Shemel Shah is now about to speed this thing up even more. Like I said, this is just going to speed up that chaos. These prophecies that we're reading about here in 2 Esdras 15 is going to make these things come, at a faster pace, or at least it's going to seem so, because it's all according to the Most High's time. So it says in 2 Esdras 15 verse 16 again, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Yeah, I bet that whole city, that whole venue was shut down. Nobody could leave or come in. I know it. They shut that whole thing down. Nobody leave, nobody come in, shutting this thing down. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. People in there, I want to go home. You ain't going home. Sit the fuck down while we do this investigation. See, once that chaos come, that's an excuse for Esau to shut this society down. And that's exactly what he gonna do. He gonna put you in a situation where you ain't got no food, you ain't got no electricity. It's 93 degrees. Your baby hungry. Ain't no more pull-ups. Your check still ain't hit because the banks is down. Or the banks, they mobile apps is down. You know, the mobile, everything is mobile banking, online banking. So if the online banking is fucking broke, you just ain't got no fucking money, I guess. You can't transfer no money. You can't access your money. You know, this is a bogus society, man. If they feel like you're using your Cash App too much, we're gonna, you know, shut your Cash App down, or you got to give us some more information so we can monitor you closely, man. So people are now revolting against this man's system, okay, even, like I said, even against the one who looks like he's winning. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So the Heavenly Father said men going to run up in people's houses, take their goods, like I said, diamond necklaces, batteries, you know, anything you could barter, anything you could use, food, water, you know, hydrogen peroxide, you know, those things is going to have higher value when all hell breaks loose. People take those things for granted now. Oh, I got peroxide. Rubbing alcohol. Yeah, you're going to wish you had some rubbing alcohol in that day. Because don't cut yourself on some rusted metal trying to flee from a lion or a bear. You might have got to escape that lion or that bear, but guess what? That thing going to get infected. And now you ain't got nothing to cleanse the wound. You know, you might have something to wrap it, but you got nothing to cleanse it, so it gets infected. And next thing you know, you need your fucking leg cut off or you're going to die. These are the times that's coming. Ain't going to be no medication and all of that. The Lord is turning this thing up. So I just wanted to do a quick hit on this because the thing notification just came that this dude had just been involved in an assassination attempt. But like I said, it looked kind of theatric. But hey, the Lord's going to turn this thing up. So Lord willing, this is edifying. All right, Kwame Asharala. Oh no, Salakia. Let's go to Mark 3 and close out with this. This is Mark 3 verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables. How can Satan, right? And so just because it's a parable don't mean that it's some fictional fantasy, you know, that's never going to take place. Parables have significant meanings, and some of them mean different things that are going to transpire on the earth, right? And this is one of those parables. Shoot, most of them, all the parables really apply to things that take place on the earth for real. So it says, Mark 3 and 23, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself, and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And the Edomites, so-called white race, the majority of them, not all of them, some of them are Israelites, some of them are Ishmaelites. But you Edomites, you are the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. You are the seed of the serpent. You know, you are Satan's representative on the planet Earth. You are Satan rising up against yourself. The Heavenly Father have divided you now. He had you united so that you can take over the world, and you accomplish that. He had you united so you can punish the Israelites, take us down, and you accomplish that. But now it's time for the Heavenly Father to raise up the Israelites and to bring you down. And how's he going to do that? Through division. So let's go to this word divided. See, because you thought that this whole thing of, as it says in Revelation, the 11th chapter, he had two horns like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. You thought that whole thing about you having two horns as a lamb, you giving us the illusion of choice, the Democratic and Republic Party, you thought that was going to be enough to lead us, bridle us, you know, into the slaughter. You know, you thought that was going to keep us asleep forever, you know, by giving us the illusion of choice. Yeah, we just give them two parties, you know. We make one party that supports them or seemingly supports them, but really pass laws and legislation to destroy them. And we're going to make another party that seems to be against them, and we're going to allow them to put hope into this system and into that party, okay? And that's a Democratic Party. But now you finally snapping out of it. You got a lot of Jake snapping out of it, and they're turning Republican, but it's too fucking late, man. First of all, it's too fucking late because this system is not for you. You should have never been involved in the damn system, man. You should have never, you should have just stayed out of it. But now you want to, Democrat. Next month we're going to be, I just remember my mother, we Democrat and, campaigning and, passing out flyers and all this dumb shit, and I'm thinking, what the hell did the Democrat, I'm still a kid, I'm still a child. I'm thinking, what the hell is Democrat do for us? What do they really do for, they haven't done nothing for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, but push degeneracy. Now, this is the word divided.
Strong's G 3307. Merizo.
To divide, to separate into part, cut into pieces. It says to divide into parties. You see that? Parties. What is a party? A political party. It says to split into factions. What is a faction? A political faction. Let's look at the root word. The root word is meros.
Strong's G 3313. Meros.
Woo! Part. It says a part due or assigned to one. Lot, destiny. One of constituent parts of a whole. Constituent parts of a whole. One of the constituent parts of a whole, right? So and it's more than one, it's more than two political parties. There's more parties than the Democrats and Republicans, but those are the main ones, And those are the two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, meaning he passes laws, he kills you in the fucking streets, but he's all while telling you that you're equal and you got equality and you got like I said, you can vote and you're just like me, man. We're both American citizens. All that bullshit. He's speaking as a lamb. I mean, he's coming as a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. Like I said, that deals with his legislation. Okay, you had a Athenian law scribe in ancient Greece named Draco, right? Draco. That's where you get the word dragon from. Dracon. And he was known for passing harsh laws for minor offenses. So when it said that he spake as a dragon, it's talking about those harsh those harsh laws, because the Greeks were Edomites as well, right? Same people ruling the earth today, man. Okay, you got to understand history to understand the Bible. Understand what time these things was written in, what nation was ruling. The Romans, they had the known world at that time. What nationality was the Romans? So-called white people. Okay, who's ruling the world now? So-called white people, man. Whose face, like the brother Elder Kamathi said, who faces on the money? Whose face is on the money? Right? It's a so-called white man. That's the global reserve currency. So, hey, this place is going down and the Lord is turning up. Now is our salvation nearer than what we believe, right? So, Lord, with this edifying quick hit, Kwame Yasharala. Shalom.